Here I am, Matthew, and welcome back to Liverpool's Guided to Glory. Today is episode 6. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, I would advise you to go and watch them before you watch this one. And in this episode, we are first going to be playing Manchester City in the Premier League, and we're going to follow that up with a 5th round tie, or is it 4th round tie, in the FA Cup against Fulham. And if you enjoyed the concept of this series, please like the video, and if you want to come back and watch more, please subscribe. And after all that, we are going to get into this episode, and I'll first show you what's happened in between episodes. Well, it's really not that much, considering we have only played the one game, and this game was against Wycombe Wanderers in the FA Cup 3rd round. Decided that we're going to come back for a Man City and Chelsea episode. However, the Chelsea game got moved, and we're now playing Fulham in the 4th round of the FA Cup. But I'm happily going to do that episode as well, because in the league, as you'll see here, Fulham, currently in 5th, challenging for the Champions League places there. They're 5 points ahead of City, so they're definitely not going to be easy opposition. And also, another thing that's happened between episodes, considering it's January, is transfers, or just the one transfer in reality. We have brought in another goalkeeper. Ruben Blanco has come in from Celta Vigo. He has joined for £15 million, and he's going to be our new backup keeper. He's on 50 grand a week. We wanted a keeper who was a bit less eccentric, but he's still in the other stats very similar, if not slightly better than Adrian. So that's nice. Adrian will stick around until his contract runs out at the end of the season. And we've also we're trying to loan a couple more players out. The only one that's gone so far is Leighton Stewart. But you know, that's life. And also, we were trying to sell Joe Hardy, who's like a 22-year-old striker. Let me find him. Tried to get Joe Hardy. Unfortunately, he tore a calf muscle, so we're not going to be able to get rid of him. But I think we should jump straight on into the Man City game here. And as you can see, we are starting, well, the best team available to us at this moment in time. So we're starting with Alisson in goal. We're going to have Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez at centre back. I'm actually going to swap them. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Kostas Tsimikas will be filling in for Andy Robertson, who's injured at left back. Fabinho in defensive mid. Keita filling in the box-to-box role ahead of John Henderson because Henderson is injured. Thiago as the advanced playmaker, Salah on the right, Mane on the left, and Firmino up front. It's a lineup that, let's face it, you should probably be getting used to by now, because I use the core squad a hell of a lot. Anyway, we are going to submit this team. Ruben Blanco can get his number, and we can get straight into this match. And we can have a look at how City are going to be lining up today. Interestingly, Zach Steffen in goal. Does that mean that Ederson is injured? I imagine so, which isn't great for them, because Ederson's a very, very good goalkeeper. Playing Nathan Ake at left back's a bit interesting, but regardless of that, difficult squad to beat. Raheem Sterling, Sergio Aguero, Bernardo Silva, the front three, Kevin De Bruyne in midfield. That is a very, very scary lineup to go up against, no matter how well they are doing in the league so far. So, I think we should just jump straight into this one. They have got a bit of form back recently, it seems, as well. Despite being in 6th place. They're actually working very similar in form to what we are. We have only won the last 3 in all competitions. But, regardless of that, we are still top of the league. And we are going to get into this match. So, top of the league, come on. We need to get a win here, away at the Etihad. De Bruyne with a corner, hits it into the middle. Ruben Diaz heads over the bar, and that's a good first chance from Manchester City. It's a very difficult game. Bernardo Silva with another corner for City now, and Rodri has put them 1-0 up. That is not a great start from us, conceding from a set piece, especially when we have some decent headers of the ball in the middle like Virgil van Dijk. Virgil is in fact the man who has been beaten to that ball as well. You'd expect a little bit better from him, but Rodri has scored. Doesn't seem very happy, but he has scored for Manchester City in this match. I'm going to demand more from our team because we have not played as well as we should have so far in this match, and we do not want to be losing against 6th place in the league when we are top and unbeaten so far. Right, half time, let's see. We have to show the pundits that they were right to back us up. City were told to be our biggest title contenders at the start of the season, but it doesn't appear to have turned out that way. But that means they do have a very good squad. Right, Fernandinho now. Right back to the goalkeeper Stefan. Stefan's going to hit it across to Diaz. Diaz forward to De Bruyne, Rodri, to Ilkay Gundogan. Out to Sterling on the left hand side. Gets tackled by Alexander-Arnold, but Gundogan picks it back up. Sterling will pass it into Aguero in the middle. De Bruyne hits it over the top, and Sterling's through. And Sterling really should have scored against his old club then, and he has hit it wide. And yeah, I agree with that. We need someone to be marking Raheem Sterling in this match because he is very good. We are going to make a substitution. Unfortunately, we don't really have a simple sub to bring on. Ideally, I'd take off Tsimikas because he's our worst performer so far. But if we do that, that means making a defensive change and taking Gomez to the fullback position, which I don't think is probably the best idea in this match. So I am going to take off Thiago. I'm going to bring on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Little bit more attacking flair going forward. Hopefully he could get something out of it. We are going to make us another sub actually. We can bring off Naby Keita as well. Bring on James Milner. Let's see another cartwheel, James. Come on. Come on. A second cartwheel following the one in the last episode would be very, very nice. But I doubt it's happening today. We need to demand more again. This is ridiculous that we are not going to get anything from this match. We have been very, very poor so far. We're going to bring Sadio Mane off. We're going to bring Divock Origi on the left hand side, and we need to go forward. You know what? I'm going to put it onto very attack. Oh no! Oh, that's the worst thing that could have happened. This is not great. They've injured Mo Salah, lower leg injury. Hope it's not a break, because he could be out a while. Oh, that is really not very good for us. As, you know what, we've also, Jota's also injured, so we could be a little bit lacking of players in the wing department if this keeps going on. So we are going to move into a system like that. We're going to have to confirm that one. Oh, Trent's been injured as well. Why are they injuring all our players? Foot injury for Trent. This is not fun. We're going to have to. We'll go like this. We'll go like this. We're gonna bring them back. We're gonna bring these two back. We're gonna play them as a ball winner. We're gonna play Fabinho as a deep lying playmaker. We're going to have to, you know what, no, I'm going to go narrow. I'm going to go very, very narrow. Bring on Origi up top with Firmino. Bring Ox into this midfield position. And just try and salvage something. We'll put him on as an attacking advanced playmaker. This is awful. I hate everything about this. and we're going to lose the first match we have ever lost in the Premier League in Guided to Glory with Liverpool. And we finished the match with only 9 players, and that is a very, very, very sad looking team. Oh, that is not great. We have performed very badly there. They've also injured two of our best players. That I am really not happy with that one. Luckily, as it stands, we're still top. We've just got to hope Chelsea do not win by a few goals, as they will go top if that happens. Not great whatsoever. But I will come back for the second half of this episode with Fulham in a moment. And welcome back to the second part of this episode, the match against Fulham. Before we get into the match against Fulham, a couple of things. Both Mo Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold's injuries from the last match were a few weeks long. Also, Nebi Keita is going to be out with a virus. And also, I want to show you a bit of transfer dealing that we're currently trying to do. This may be a terrible idea, but we've put a contract offer in for Zlatan. I mean, if you look on our team report, if you look on this, it basically, I need some depth. I agree, I need some depth in the squad, and yeah, the jumping reach and leadership are the two areas that we need some improvement on. So I thought, hey, what can Zlatan do best? He's a leader and he can jump. So, great. He's also 39, but he plays as a deep line forward, which is the role we use at striker. And if he agrees to come in, brilliant. If he doesn't, and Barca and Real decide they're gonna come in for him, that's also fine, because let's face it, it's Zlatan. He's not going to have a small contract, is he? If you look at this contract, 155k is the offer we've put in for him. But anyway, let's get into the Fulham match. Should be an interesting one. And this is the team we will be going for in this Fulham match. Alisson will be in goal, Upamecano and Van Dijk at centre-back, Max Aarons at right-back, Kostas Tsimikas will be the left-back, Fabinho in the defensive midfield, Milner as box-to-box, Oxlade-Chamberlain as the advanced playmaker, Shaqiri on the right, Mane on the left, Divock Origi up front, and we've got a couple of players on the way back from injury on the bench. Both Henderson and Robertson are fit enough to be on the bench in this match. Anyway, we will submit this team and we will get straight into the match against Fulham. 6 changes from last time, a few of which we had to do because 3 players are out injured. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Yeah, these are the 2 danger men in this team, really. Both Alexander Mitrovic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek are very, very good quality attacking players in this team, both aerial threats. And it could be difficult for us to keep Fulham from scoring today, but we will try our best to do so. We need a better performance than the last match, that's for sure. And hopefully we can stay in the FA Cup. We've already been knocked out of one cup this season. We do not want to be knocked out of another one. Right, Fulham, throw-in. Lamina gets it now. Back to Adarabio, but Origi has cut out that ball. Origi's on his own. Can Origi get through and score? No, Alphonse Areola has managed to stop that one, and it's gone out for a corner for us. Shaqiri's going to whip this corner in, over the top, towards Mane, who probably isn't the best man to try and get his head onto it from a corner. I'm not going to do that right now, because Fulham have a free kick in a very, very dangerous position. Zambo Anguissa hits it in, and it's just round the side of the post. Goes out for our goal kick. Let's get some latest scores up on here. Out of the teams that have already qualified or are currently playing. You can have a look at them if you seem like it should be necessary. But anyway, we have the ball with Upamecano to Ox. Milner, his ball is cut out, but we have kept it. Max Aaron's now running up the right hand side. Can he get a cross in? No, he is. He's gone for a terrible shot into the side net in there instead. Not very good at all. We need to be doing better. We're at home in this match as well, and if we lose here, it's an absolute embarrassment. We will demand more. We will try and get a bit better throughout this game. And we're going to go into half-time 0-0. Disappointing performance so far. Not good enough. Not at all good enough. We really need to get better in this second half. And we've got to throw him. Kostas Tsimikas throws out. Fabinho will pick it up. Back to Van Dijk. Can Van Dijk send it forward? Over the top somewhere? No, he can't. Kamara's going to cut it out. Sends it back to the goalkeeper. Out to Kenny Tet. Kamara again now. Hits it forward. And it's been headed on by Mitrovic, but Tsimikas will collect. Milner hits it forward. Mane's on a run now up the right hand side. Can he cut inside? Can he make a cross? One of the two would be necessary to score, and Origi's got on the end of the cross, and Areola has managed to save it. And they have had a quick change of formation there. They've gone two up top with Mitrovic and Loftus-Cheek, it appears. But we have a free kick in a great position here. Shaqiri into the middle. Upamecano, and Upamecano scored his third goal of the season. I believe all three of them goals have been similar, either from a corner or from a free kick in this sort of position. And Upamecano at the back post. Simple tapping header. Because he beats the men around him, very, very nice. And we are going to make a substitution. We're going to bring Sadio Mane off, if that is possible. Yes, please. Roberto Firmino on. Send Origi out wide left. And we'll keep going in this match. We're 1-0 up in a match that we should be winning. Wonderful. It's much better being 1-0 up than 1-0 down like the last one. I'm thoroughly enjoying this a lot more. But we are going to make another substitution, and this time Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain off. Thiago will be the man coming on. Thiago started a lot of matches for us this season. Anyway, Tsimikas with a throw in towards Origi. Tsimikas will get it back. Can he get it into the middle? Will he go himself? He's hit it to the other side with Max Aaron's. A bit of a strange one, but let's hope Aaron's can do something a bit better with it. To Milner, he's hit it across the field. Origi, Tsimikas' first time attempt, and that's a wonderful goal from the Greek left back Kostas Tsimikas. And you know, he's really not a bad fill-in for Andy Robertson, and he's put us 2-0 up at home against Fulham. We look at this moment in time to be the team that will be going through into the FA Cup 5th round, which is exactly what we want to be doing. And we're going to make our final substitution. You know what? Let's have a see. Who's going to come off next? Yeah, let's get Jordan Henderson on. Let's get Jordan Henderson on. He's been injured for a few weeks. We'll get him onto the pitch. We'll get him in at defensive mid here. We'll try and put away the game. We're going to try and nicely win this one, and it appears like we have done so. We have won against Fulham in the FA Cup 4th round, and we are through to the 5th round. Very, very nice. And I am happy with that result, especially after the last one where we just lost, and then half of our players were injured. You know, that's nice. Got a lot of teams going through there. In a couple of interesting ones. Rotherham beating Crystal Palace. Very interesting. Anyway, I believe that's going to be the end of this episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any advice or information you'd like to give, the comment section's there for that. But this is now time for me to say cheers for watching and goodbye.